Hey guys, Dr. Jim Stoppani here, and in this video, we're going to be covering how to do a 1 rep max test. Now, although this is specifically for my Countdown to Strength challenge, this applies to any time you want to go and test your 1 rep max. Now, one of the biggest problems most people make when max rep testing is they overshoot. And by that, I don't mean the weight, but I mean they do too many reps. They end up fatiguing themselves, and then you don't get a real true reading of what their true max is because they're fatigued. So the key is to be able to warm up, increase the weight gradually without fatiguing the muscle mass. Now, I've already tested my 1 rep max strength for the Countdown to Strength challenge, plus I'm recovering from a knee injury still, so I've got some limitations. So today, Mike Mack is stepping in to do the lifting while I walk you through the process. Now, we're testing our 1 rep max strength on the squat here, but this applies literally to any other exercise. It's the same procedure, the same stepwise process. The weight might be just slightly different, but you'll get the gist. Now, before you even get over to the squat rack, you want to do a general warm-up. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes on a treadmill or a bike, or you can do some HIIT or calisthenics. Up to you, but try to increase total body temperature with some general warm-up. Then, when you get over to the squat rack, you're going to start your specific warm-up to increase to your 1 rep max strength. Now, a barbell is 45 pounds. We have two 45 pounders on here, so we've got a 135 as our starting weight. Is this too light for his 1 rep max? Of course, it's very light. But again, the point here is to gradually warm up with light weight without fatiguing yourself, and then we'll gradually increase the weight. So, what I typically recommend is even on a light weight with 135, you really don't want to do too many reps. Remember, we're doing a 1 rep max strength test here. So there's no point in banging out 10 reps, even though he could probably do at least 50 with this weight. So 3 to 5 reps is really all you need, if even that. Even 2 to 3 will be fine. Now, what do you think your max is going to be?
For today, probably about
500 or so?
Sure, of course.
How much?
Maybe about 325.
Yeah, so Mike as well is recovering from some injuries as well. So both of us are actually using this strength challenge to sort of bring back our strength as we recover from our injuries. So we're as excited about it as the rest of the gym army to get going on this program. So he's probably shooting for somewhere over 300. So what we want to do now is think about what weight we're going to increase next. Since we're going up to over 300, probably over 315, that's going to be 3 plates. We'll jump up to now 225 for the next one. And again, only 2 to 3 reps. All right, so after, I'd probably say 2 to 3 minutes of rest. Remember, the point here is even though the weight is light, is to not fatigue the muscle mass at all, but simply to warm it up. So even though the 135 wasn't a challenge for him, he still wants to rest about 2 to 3 minutes before jumping into the 225. And then even here, he's only going to do 2 to 3 reps. It's just to gradually adjust the body to the heavier weight. Nice. Now, here's the point where we say, do we want to jump right up to 3 plates, or do we want to give him another warm-up? And since, how much do you think you're going to go over 315?
About, as far as reps?
350 or so? What do you think you can get? 340. So it's around 350. So the fact that he'll be able to go over the 315 limit means I'm going to move him up to 315 on this next one. But here we're only going to do 1 rep. All right, so after about a 2 to 3 minute rest, he's going to then attempt the 315. Only 1 rep. This should be quite easy for him. Nice, really easy. So that went pretty easy. So 315, so I'm guessing you probably could do 365.
You tell me, you're the doctor.
So this is the point where you don't want to be wasting your energy on too many increments to get up to your weight. So what I'm gonna do now is That was fairly easy for him, but it was still fairly challenging. And I think it was a proper warm-up for him as well. So what I'd like to do is now move right into his true max attempt, at least what he thinks he could max now. And I'm gonna guess that 315 was pretty easy. I think you could do 365. So we're gonna throw 25s on here and see how it goes from there. All right, so after a 3-4-minute rest here, now that the weight is getting heavier, you wanna make sure that you're resting adequately in between your attempts. Even though these are warm-up, as I said, he's getting heavier in the weight, and I don't want to fatigue the muscle mass because that's gonna limit his true 1 rep max strength, and we really wanna get a good reading on what his true 1 rep max strength is. So 3 to 4 minutes of rest, and we're gonna attempt 1 rep max with 365. Let's do it. Come on. I got this. Nice. Easy. So what do we do when the 365 was fairly easy? How much do you think you can go? Do you think you can go up to 405 or maybe 385? Let's try 405. Good. So that's what I would suggest. Based on the way he came up out of the hole in that squat, I'm gonna guess that he could do at least 405. I think 385, if we went up there, he'll definitely get it, but we would still be left with the question of, I wonder if he could have gone up to 405. So we'll try the 405. If he doesn't get it, we'll then we'll assume that it's 385 is his max since he was able to break the 365. So we'll drop down and test it there, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get it. All right, music is blasting to give him a little extra drive. Remember, that's gonna help with strength. He's rested 5 minutes since his last attempt, and now we're doing 405. Come on, let's get this. You got this. This is lightweight. Remember when you used to rep this? Let's go.
Let's go, Mike, get up. Get up, Mike.
Come on.
Get up.
Yeah. All right, so Mike nailed 405. Awesome squat. He's gonna mark that down as his 1 rep max strength. Now, he's gonna use that number to base his percentages, what he lifts during the next 5 weeks as well. And we're gonna remember this when he retests his 1 rep max strength at the end of the 5-week program, and I bet he'll be getting about 5.